Many people talk about the fourth industrial revolution coming about with the introduction of machine to machine communication, Internet of Things, network solutions, et cetera. And I think that is going to have a huge impact. I think the biggest impact is it's changing the way we think about organization and the way we think about collaboration. We can now dynamically adapt to different organizational needs and utilizing the infrastructure of technology move very, very rapidly. So the best way for companies to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution is to learn about the technologies, start using them internally, and be open-minded to how it might change the structure and operations of the business.
Industrial revolution. To some, that sounds incredibly exciting. To others, it sounds incredibly ominous. Regardless of what you think it is or when we will exactly see its full impact, it's clear that organizations need to think about how they can prepare for such monumental shifts. And to me, I think there are two fundamental things that should be a part of every organization's planning going forward. The one is regularly challenge your assumptions about everything: customers, competition, the political environment. If anything that has taught us this past year is that something like a pandemic can just trigger fundamental changes that we could not have envisioned. So always be ready to challenge those assumptions and course correct as a result of that. The other thing is, when you don't know exactly how things are going to end up, it doesn't make a lot of sense to try to put all of your resources in that one big thing. It might make more sense to place a lot of smaller bets on a lot of different potential initiatives, and then as your knowledge of how things are shifting and moving gets greater, you can then invest more resources. This is very much the lean entrepreneur approach to developing business models and attacking markets. So to me, it's about, again, challenge your assumptions, stay nimble, make those small bets, increase those bets as your knowledge increases of where the trends are taking us.
There's lots of talk about this fourth industrial revolution. Just thinking back, I think we all learned about the first and the second and then maybe the third. I guess what I reflect on is that in my grandparents' lifetime, there were so many things that came to be: the automobile, space travel, computers, microwaves, cell phones. And now I feel like we're really in the nuances of what's coming. So it's really improving in a much tighter bandwidth what we can expect. I think when I look ahead and hear what the chatter is, at least especially with the DoD, it seems like it's AI, artificial intelligence. So I think that we look to move more and more in that direction, and I think that that's really going to be part of this fourth industrial revolution.
The fourth industrial revolution is changing how we live, work, and communicate. It's reshaping nearly every industry in almost every aspect of life. The best way to prepare is to seek out experts. For instance, within the collective, we have experts across many 4IR technologies and several who have masters or PhDs. Our approach is to take a look at where your company is. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where you can make improvements that will provide the biggest impact. We then give you strategic advice on how to leverage these new technologies so that in 3 to 5 years you are well positioned, focused and thriving instead of drifting and drowning. Providing advice to ensure you're successful is precisely why the Innovation Advisors Collective was created.